A quick transfer update in the fact that Liverpool have just announced the signing of Andrew Robertson from Hull City. Now, I just wanted to give you my reaction to that coming out just as it has just a couple of minutes ago. And I just wanted to read it. I did read a couple of things about him, obviously, before we were signing him and stuff like that. He's a 23-year-old Scottish left-back. Fantastic that we're actually getting a left-back. I don't really care what people think about, oh, you're getting someone from a relegated team and stuff like that. You've got to look at the way that he played the game while he was in the Hull team. So the way that he played the game, he liked to play with the ball and without the ball. He liked to play it in a quick way, likes to press. Now, if anyone, you turn around and you even mention the word press in the presence of Jurgen Klopp, that's going to get you a look in straight away. So, I mean, that's quite good anyway. He doesn't have too bad, a playing style. Like, his playing style for me, instead of, whereas our fullbacks and stuff would be like pinging crosses in left, right and centre into the box last season and not getting the very best completion rate, let's be honest. It wasn't that great. Now, Andrew Robertson seems to like to play the ball a lot more along the floor, like long balls along the floor, not necessarily long pinged balls over the top. He likes to play them along the floor, a bit more controlled, but also could be a little bit more dangerous because people don't necessarily see those balls coming, which is always going to be a good thing. Can only be a good thing, right? And the fact that we're actually signing a left back, it's got to be a good thing. It has to be a good thing. It's got to be a positive thing in anyway. James Milner has to be absolutely breathing a sigh of relief. Now, that being said, not necessarily saying that he's going to go straight into the first team. What will probably happen is he'll probably end up taking Alberto Moreno's squad position, which, what will then happen to Alberto Moreno? Doesn't look like anyone wants to buy him or meet the asking price that we're wanting for him, so he might end up sticking around. Not too bad, really, because then you'd have three left-backs, potentially, with Milner being what you maybe class as your first choice one, which he might not like himself. Then you've obviously got Andrew Robertson, who's nothing, if anything, but a very, very, very good squad playing backup. But that being said, there is obviously a chance he could make the step up. It's a big step up to come into Liverpool, but he could take to Jurgen Klopp's style like a duck to water. That could happen. It could go the other way, and it might not be. But for 8 million, rising to 10 million, yeah, I think in this transfer market, it's a risk that you've got to take. They're going from a relegated team that are basically making a mass exodus of their players because they're not in the Premier League anymore. So, yes, I think we have managed to get quite a good deal on this left back. It's not the signing that everybody's wanting to hear about right now. Everyone's wanting to hear more about Naby Keita. They want to hear more about Virgil van Dijk. But Liverpool have made some progress in an area that did need strengthening, and whatever you think of it, it has been strengthened a little bit at least. You never know. You're going to have to see what the guy's actually going to be like, either during pre-season that we've got left, and when the Premier League and that starts, when the season itself actually starts. Give the guy a chance in a Liverpool shirt before we write him off. That's all I'll say about that one. I'm going to be quite positive about it because I've been waiting for us to actually sign a left-back since we knew Moreno was going to fail in that position maybe 2 years ago. It wasn't going to happen, and it still isn't happening. I've got to be honest. He should be sold, probably won't be sold because no one's in for him. Milner did a great job last season. Did a great job. Was very underrated in my opinion. But we needed a designated left-back in there. Now, speaking of all those positive things, though, there obviously are going to be some negatives, and I think the main negative that you've got with Andrew Robertson is his physicality. And there is a little bit of a lack of physicality. He can be outdone or outclassed in terms of his physicality. If he comes up against someone quite strong, if he comes up like against, maybe not this season, Diego Costa, if you come up against someone like that, or maybe a Harry Kane, someone who's very good with their body and positioning and shielding you off the ball, he could get outdone by that. But his positional play tends to be pretty good in a team that was pretty bad. And that's no offence to Hull teams, you did get relegated. That's all I can say about that, really. So I'm going to be quite positive about it, while there are obviously going to be some negatives and stuff like that. I'm hoping that being at 23 years old, he's going to be able to make some improvements under a fantastic manager in a team that has got so much creativity and so many outlets going forward. Hopefully, that can only do well for him. What are your thoughts? Leave them in the comments below. Let me know what you think, whether you're a Liverpool fan, a Hull fan, or anybody else. Let me know what you think of this signing in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, please drop a like on it. Subscribe if you're new around here. Thank you ever so much for watching, as always, and I'll catch you later.